Gentlemen, welcome back. Welcome to the Four-Dimensional Male. I am your host, I am your captain, I am your kuya, Michael V. Thanks for joining me again. Today we're going to talk about the first dimension of the four dimensions of the Four-Dimensional Male. If you didn't catch the first video, please hop back and check that out so you can see kind of what we're talking about, what it means to be a four-dimensional male. It's really just sort of my take on being like a modern Renaissance man, but it's also just the four basic things that you need to take care of in order to have the lifestyle that you want. Because that's what we're going to talk about on this channel, really is about how to craft the lifestyle that you want, how to be the best version of yourself so that you can get the things that you want out of life. So let's dive in. I called the first dimension fitness, but it's not necessarily just about fitness. It's also about your appearance. It's about what you wear. It's about your clothes. It's about the way that you present yourself to the world. Because your fitness and what you're wearing is the first thing that people see. So like it or not, they automatically make judgments. And even if they say they don't, they do. We all are human beings and we want to make these snap judgments and compartmentalize. There's a great book about this called Blink by Malcolm Gladwell. Again, I'm going to give you a book recommendation probably every video. So if you're not reading a book, if my question to you is when was the last time you read a book, you're like, I don't know, just grab something like Audible, grab an Audible book, listen to it while you're at the pool, while you're working out, which is what this video is about, right? Let me ask you a question, gentlemen. It's going to be a hard one for some of you. When was the last time you worked out? Yeah, right? If you have to think about it, then that's the wrong answer. The answer should be yesterday, this morning, or I just got done working out. I'm going to work out this afternoon. So again, you young guys, you don't have to think about this or worry about this as much because if you're in your 20s, you're basically eating whatever you want and your body is just, a garbage can of Taco Bell and everything else. And that's fine, man. Enjoy that while it lasts. But the rest of us, as you start to move through your 30s and get into your 40s, you got to start watching what you're eating. So that's one of the things that I wanted to talk to you about because it's not just about working out, right? We need to do that. But the reason that I say the first dimension is the most important and that you have the most influence over it is because it's literally in your hands. What is in your hand that you're putting into your mouth, right? You have control over that. Look, I am not a dietitian. I am not a personal trainer. I am not a fitness model. Look, I am just sort of an average looking guy who just tries to stay in some sort of shape because to be honest with you, look, I'll just be real, and I'm going to be real in all these videos. I like to drink beer, and beer just makes you fat. So I got to run a lot in order to enjoy a beer or two. And that's a part of the lifestyle that I want. Like, I want to just be able to enjoy a beer or two. So this morning, got up, ran a couple miles in the heat of the summer here in San Diego. Now I feel great. I'm going to go out later tonight. Got a little VIP. The Oxford Club here in Gaslamp in San Diego. But back to fitness. So working out, there's no more excuses. You need to look in the mirror and you need to talk to that guy in the mirror. And you two need to make an agreement that you're going to start working out. There isn't any way around this, gentlemen. Again, I'm not a doctor, but it's very simple. You have to eat less calories than you burn every single day. So if the average guy is eating somewhere, or the average guy needs somewhere around 2,500 calories per day, if you're exceeding that and you're not working out, then you're going to become overweight. And I don't want that for you because one of the things a lot of dating coaches talk about is confidence. They say things like, oh, you need to be more confident. So the way to approach women is to be more confident. And look, being confident will help you in so many situations, right? It will help you in your finances as well. It will help you make friends and it will help you in your social group and your social status. But confidence isn't something that you just make up and that just happens. Confidence is something that builds within you. And for me, it built within me as I started to get in better shape. as I started to work out more, as I started to watch what I eat, and fellas, here's what you need to do. You need to go get an app, or you need to just start writing down everything you eat. Because what I learned, I was doing something like P90X. I was trying one of these, like, you know, those fitness things, and they recommend doing like a food journal. So I started writing down everything I was eating and drinking, and you start to realize, like, oh man, I'm putting way more into my mouth and into my body than I realized. Because you just sort of do it subconsciously without thinking. You just walk by, you have something, or you eat a meal that you think is okay. You go, oh, I'm gonna order a salad, right, at a restaurant. Man, some of these salads are like 1,500 calories. Like that's insanity. So you got to keep track of that stuff, and you got to look at it, and you got to make sure that you're writing down what you're eating, because that's the only way. It's the only formula. Less calories than you burn. So like I said, I like to consume some calories with some beer. So I work out to be able to do that, or have some, you know, some richer foods, like have a steak every now and then and put some butter on it, whatever it is, okay? So the fitness part of it, you just got to do, okay? There isn't any way around it. There isn't any shortcut to it. It's literally just calorie deficit. If you need to go see a doctor, if you need to get a personal trainer, I would recommend that you do that as well. Go pay somebody, especially if you're a guy that has some money. If you're like a tech guy and you're like, I don't know, I'm out of shape, I don't know what to do, go pay somebody to show you what to do in the gym. There's no embarrassment about that. And I guess the other thing I would say about it from my own experience is that don't overdo it that first week or that first month. You're not going to get this all done in a month. This is going to be a journey. So make a commitment to yourself, make a commitment to me, and just say, I'm going to do this for 90 days, and then I'm going to see what happens. Because you know what's going to happen if you're consistent is that you're going to start to look better, and that's going to make you feel more confident. And then that's going to move you to the other part of fitness here that I wanted to talk to you about, which is your personal appearance, how you present yourself to the world. What, are you wearing cargo shorts and New Balance shoes? Stop doing that. If you're a grown-ass man, get some slacks on, get a nice pair of shoes, stop wearing Air Jordans around. Look, I was guilty of this too, man, and I have a great Air Jordan collection that I'll wear when I'm kicking it with my boys or whatever. But if you're going out, if you're going to have dinner, if you're going on a date, you need to dress like a man. And what's funny is, like, down here in San Diego, everyone dresses like a beach bum. And it's just accepted. You go in a restaurant, you guys wearing flip-flops, tank tops. It's nonsense. You don't want to be that guy. Like I said, people judge you based on your appearance. Whether you like it or not, that's what happens. So why don't you get your stuff together, start to dress like a man, like a grown-ass man, and you watch, people will treat you differently. People will say to you, sir, to you. People will ask you if you need anything. When I'm wearing a suit jacket or whatever, I was in Kettner Exchange the other day, and there's a big long line to get upstairs. I just walked right by the line, and I dabbed the security guard, and then he just opened the rope and let me in. Because part of it was I was dressed up. So the second part of it was just confidence, right? And these are the things the stories that I want to share and talk to you guys about. I'm not going to stand in that line. If he says, hey, no, go, you got to go to the back line. It's like, all right, man, I'll see you later. But check this out. So on my way down, after we had a drink up there and we did all that, dab the guy again, look him in the eye, say, hey man, what's your name? Tipped him $20. Oh man, $20, whatever. $20 goes so far. I will tell you so many stories about $20. I will tell you about getting onto the field and having a picture with the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders. I will tell you about not waiting in line at any club. I will tell you so many stories. $20 is just a magical amount of money that is just enough to make someone remember you, but it's not too much where you're overdoing it and you're trying to tip somebody like a Benjamin or whatever. It's like, just feels like you're trying too hard, because you don't want to be a tryhard. So gentlemen, video number 1 on fitness, the first dimension, you just have to get in the gym. You got to go walk. You know what I do sometimes is I'll buy a coffee online with the app, and I'll pick a coffee shop that's far away, like half a mile or a mile away in the mornings, and I'll just walk over there. Because sometimes if you can't fit it in or whatever, you don't have time. First of all, that's bullshit. You always have time for what's important, so make time for it. But secondly, just doing that extra thing in addition to your workout, boom, you're moving along faster than you would have if you're just, sedentary, staying at home. We're all working from home now, right? A lot of us are. So you're sitting in here all day. Schedule time to go grab that coffee, walk somewhere to go get your lunch. Thanks again for tuning in. Again, I'm gonna try to keep these to about 10 minutes, so we'll leave this one here where it is. But there will be other videos in the First Dimension talking more about nutrition, talking about food, talking about clothing. Guys, I want you to wear the right size clothes. We've got to talk about this. It's not just about, dressing up like an adult and not wearing shorts and tank tops and Jordans all the time, but you don't have to spend a ton of money on your wardrobe in order to look good, because it just needs to fit right. Even you bigger guys, when you're wearing an extra large because you think it's hiding your gut, we all know that you have a gut. You just look like a guy wearing an extra large trying to hide his gut. Real talk. We know. We already know it's there. So get the right fitting clothes, because even if your body is not in the shape that you want it to be in, if you get the right clothes, my friends, you will look fantastic. And that goes back to the confidence that we were talking about. When you look good, you feel confident. And confidence is something that will help you in all aspects of your life. So thanks again for tuning in. We'll see you in the next video, the Second Dimension. We're going to talk about finances. See you next time.